This is The Fixx on Dash Radio.
What up, what up? We're back. You listen to The Fixx on Dash Talk X. So right now we got an up-and-coming artist in the building. Met him through my boy Capo that's not here today. He's touring, you know, but we're going to go ahead and let him introduce himself, and you're going to be surprised who this man is, and he blessed us with a song today, a song y'all are going to like.
Yes, sir.
My bad for the My bad for the last shit, y'all. My bad for the last shit. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What up? It's ApeThaGoon here, rocking up at Dash Radio, man. So let's get it popping.
And the grill is gleaming.
You did,
man. I'm trying to get like you, Big
For
Butler.
real, man. For real.
I might have to dye my hair a little red. I gotta be a little crazy.
Oh,
shit!
What's good though? So, you have a track for us?
I
said
do.
Okay, and what's the name of this track?
Mood.
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 Before we even play the track, tell everybody how you started out in music and how you actually went. Because you used to play ball too, right?
I used to play ball, yeah.
And then, you know, for the listeners that don't know, tell them who your dad is so we can get that out the way.
My dad is 04 Pistons champion, Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace, and I'm a Lakers fan. So I was sad in 04.
Hey, listen, we had a lot of problems with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Kobe done shot a lot of shit down for my pops.
Yeah, but that year, y'all fucked the whole Shaq Kobe thing. That
was
man.
good. After that,
it was a wrap.
After that whole starting five,
Yeah.
as the All-Stars too, all of them was All-Stars.
Yeah, that was a wrap, dude. That was all bad. But how was it growing up, you know what I'm saying, having a father that was a known NBA star? He wasn't like at the end of the bench. Like your dad was like known. Like when he got on the court, you knew he was on the court. He didn't blend in. He like controlled the energy of the game. He wasn't fucking around on that court.
Yeah, facts.
How was that?
And also soon to be in Hall of Fame, hopefully, man.
He definitely
Hall
going.
of Fame, man.
Yeah.
If Yao Ming went, he going.
Man, right? But growing up, man, that shit was just like, I can curse up here? I can curse?
Yeah, man. I be cussing.
You know, speak as you please.
They tell me to tone it down.
You just gotta make sure. All right, but growing up, man, it was like, it was different. I was like exposed to a lot at such a young age, and that's where I get a lot of inspiration from my music from, because I ran into a lot of fake people at such a young age, and being as though like I didn't really have my dad around, and he was like always on the road, this, that, and the third. Like I kind of had to like deal with that with myself, even though I had siblings. I'm like kind of like I keep to myself a lot. So like a lot of my music tends to be about like fake people and just like being like kind of like being on the lookout and like staying on your toes. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was like the worst life, but like. Giving like it was like a give and take situation, you know what I'm saying? Like your relationship with your iPhone. Like you're gonna complain about your iPhone, but like you ain't never gonna get rid of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Like a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse, you know what I'm saying?
So what made you wanna not follow those steps and be a basketball player and actually pursue music?
Man, them some big ass shoes to fill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like even when I played like AAU basketball, like the places where I thought I wasn't even known, because like I was cool in high school. I would say I'm a better basketball player now that I grew up and can understand the game. But like when I was younger, like people like knew who I was. Like even when my dad wasn't at the games, they would be like, oh, like we gonna go his ass, like, oh, that's Rasheed Wallace kid, blah 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 blah. So it kind of got to a lot, and when I got to college, I was on scholarship, but I kind of started to realize how the system works. I ran into some college coaching who wasn't really fond of black people. They love them. They love their white shooters.
The niggas in the corner shooting threes.
Man. So it was just like
I had that in high school.
So I had two racist coaches. Dude's name was Butch.
Oh hell no.
With name like Butch, you know what I'm saying? Like so I had redshirted my first year, and then I had played a little bit of my second year, and then I had dropped out of that college, probably like going into like my sophomore year, like January.
Yeah. So I remember back in the day, I think your father was the first basketball player to have a rap beef with E40.
See, I ain't even know.
You never heard?
You got to put me hit. I got to FaceTime that nigga after this shit.
Ask your dad about a song called Record Haters.
He made the song?
No, E40 made a song called Record Haters about your dad. And he was
Dissing
saying,
about Pops?
Yeah.
That's some
dissing
crazy shit. You knew about that?
I had no idea.
What?
Yeah. So your dad did. It's funny because it plays the audio from his interview at the beginning of the song, and he was pretty much saying like, you know, he really fucked with the like East Coast rappers, and he was like, I don't really fuck with E40. And then E40 just went in on the song.
The track.
Yeah, you got it. It's called Record Haters. That's your dad,
Record
man. It's a
Haters.
classic
That's
track,
crazy.
man.
I'm gonna call him after we get out of here. That's actually crazy as shit.
Yeah, you gotta hear that shit. It's a trip. But tell the listeners about your song before we play it for them.
This song is called Mood. It's the only song like my parents haven't heard because it's a little freaky. I said kind of a couple R-rated things in that motherfucker. So like my mom, my best friend. So my mom done heard like all my music.
Yeah.
Like I sent her all my music. Like as soon as I record, like as soon as I get out of the studio, I'm like, Mom, you gotta hear this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
my mama was definitely my biggest fan. But like that, I recorded that song probably like I think last summer maybe.
Okay.
And like that's the only song she has not heard yet.
Hey man, don't feel bad. My mom.
Don't feel bad.
I'm a grown man with kids, and my mom watch every fucking show, and she be hitting me on the text regularly. Why'd you say that?
Why you
say this? I'll be like, damn, dude.
I'm like, Mom, don't worry for you. I'm gonna get you a crib. I'm gonna copy you a little
like,
car.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill
Like it's all gonna pay off. Just chill out. Like it's all
They gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know too. Parents be on my behind too. Why you talking like that? You know you shouldn't be talking like that. Like, let me do me.
Your parents know you the best, man. So
Yeah.
Exactly. Some stuff we gotta keep confidential.
Yeah, it's like the way I act. The way I act with you, I'm not like that 24/7. Like, come on,
I'm like
man.
that all the time. Like it's alright. Like just chill.
Yeah, shit. But let's play the song for the listeners. Here we go. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
That is the move. That is the move. That is the move. Yeah, baby, come give me time. Yeah, that's the move. Drip down to the sides. Yeah, that's the move. Hit her once, then kick her out. You know that's the move. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah. That is the move. Yeah, don't be a fool. Yeah, I call her my goons. Yeah, I'm deep in that pussy. Go loony like Tones. Yeah, shorty take a flick. Yes, I am moved. My diamonds is flooded, yeah, like they came straight from New Orleans. I trip off the acid, yeah, did it with shorty, she gorgeous. She said it won't fit. Yeah, the ape too enormous. But the way that she take it, yeah, you know I gotta applaud it, yeah. It's a round of applause, yeah. Go ahead, yeah, walk around the mansion. Try not to get lost, yeah. Yeah, the movement of sky, yeah. Big honcho boss, yeah. Yeah, the wrist on ice, whoa. Don't ask me the cost, yeah. I put a hole through your goon. Mama, she said I'm too rude. Young nigga dropped out of school. Big boy, he banging the blues. Oh, baby, yeah, you know the rules. No swimsuits in the pool. Oh, baby, yeah, sucking the dick. And I'ma snatch your soul too. I love the flex, move. Donuts and whip, move. Sit on my face, move. Made me a play, move. Yeah. Whoa, she in the mood. Bitch, if you broke, no, I'm sorry. But that ain't the move. Yeah, baby, come get me tired. That is the move. Drip down to the sides. Yeah, that's the move. Hit her once, then kick her out. You know that's the move. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah. Whoa, that is the move. Yeah, don't be a fool. Yeah, I call her my goons. Yeah, I'm deep in that pussy. Go loony like Tones. Yeah, shorty take a flick. Yes, I am moved. I'm living this life just free. You know, Kuna Matata. Making her sing, turn it to opera. Yeah. I am the only one that made a bitch, I'm your father. Grab that lightsaber, yeah, attached to the end of the chopper. I'm in her body like doctors. We'll go from lobster to lobster. If you want smoke, just shoot my 30. Hey, I ain't no talker. I switch your car like Paul Walker. Who just borrowed a bitch? Guess you could say that I loaned her. She said, here. I turn that pussy to donor. 2K in back of the Rover. 8th every hour I'm stoning. Perky got my body frozen. And he took a nigga life. Back from the dead I'm zoning. She said, ooh, only one ape and no cloning. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, that's a move. Yeah. I am the moon. Yeah. Ay, whoa, took her the moon. Yeah. Ay, whoa, ay, the splash in Lagoon. Yeah, baby, come give me top. Yeah, that's the move. Drip down to the sides. Yeah, that's the move. Hit her once, then kick her out. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah, you know that's the move. Yeah, ay, that is the move. Yeah, don't be a fool. No, yeah, I call them my goons. Yeah, I'm deep in that pussy. Go loony like Tones. Yeah, shorty take a flick. Yes, I am mode.
I can say, matter of fact, this song's definitely a move.
Thank you.
Yes, I mean it was definitely a vibe. And you know, usually people who are, you know, starting music, usually it's not that polished or like sounds that good. Or I mean, I'm sure you can afford, you know, a polished track, but I'm just saying the delivery. You know, delivery is such a huge thing when it comes to music. If you can't deliver, then the message isn't going to come through, you know?
100%.
Even if it is just like a little turn up type of, you know, vibe, like we were just, you know, bopping to. But mood was like, okay, yeah, that's the mood. Like, I'm surprised no one's even like coming out with a track about a mood already, you know? But that was hot.
I think maybe your mom might like that one, man. It's catchy.
Yeah, it's
I like that.
That guitar, my boy.
Yeah.
My boy did the beat right here.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's up? Hey, the beat was hard too.
Beat crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom has to hear that though. That's not, you know, I didn't think that was anything. I mean, you know, you probably talking about little things in there, but you know, a couple things.
I dropped it Wednesday, so I sent it to her as soon as I like dropped it on iTunes. But I ain't like give her the what you call it, like the preview of it, like before I came out with it.
Yeah. I think she's gonna love that.
I like that you don't sound like when people have their sons doing shit and you're just like, you know, like no shade at Romeo, but he ain't the greatest rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you see niggas' son, you be
Like shade.
like, I mean, you know, like even better actor than rapper. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I meant. Like, you sound like good. Like, I feel like people won't even be thinking, oh, that's Sheed's son. Like, they'll hear the music and be like, oh, this nigga's tight.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping for, because like anytime that I bring myself into a situation, I don't introduce myself as so and so's son. I kind of let people like figure that out on their own, and like whenever they want to bring it up to me, like we can have a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not opposed to talking about it, but it's like whenever you figure it out, like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm open to talk about it whenever.
Well, as tall as you are, they know you somebody's son.
Man,
This
6'8" in this motherfucker.
This nigga make me look short, and I'm 6'2". Like, shit.
Yeah, no, you are definitely tall.
Yeah.
Definitely super tall. But yeah, you know, playing off of what you just said, you know, how is that, you know, having to feel like, I know you probably touched on it earlier, you were saying, you know, it's a gift and a curse, you know, but having to create this image of, you know, not being compared to being someone's shadow, you know, like you're not your father's shadow, obviously, because you're creating your own lane for yourself, but really genuinely having people to, you know, want to be invested in you and, you know, want to really see you win as an artist, you know, how do you level that? And just like, I don't know, are there moments also too that you kind of do have to mention, you know, like, hey, I am so, like, to show that, you know, I am so, like, hold up, let me tell you who I am really quick.
Let me inform you.
Let me inform you about who I am. Are there times that you choose to, you know, disclose that information?
It's definitely kind of like a give and take, because I can tell when people are genuine. It's like I was telling y'all earlier, like I learned at such a young age, and being like kind of like born into that life, like just like so many fake people is just kind of like gravitate towards me. So I just know how to handle people. So like I won't disclose that myself unless I know I could trust you. You know what I'm saying? Unless I know that you're here for the right reason, you here to help me build, and you trust me to help you build, because I feel like I'm a super fucking dope artist. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of like pick and choose your battles, kind of like just pick and choose your moments on when to come out and just, you know what I'm saying, be that open and share that side of me. But like I'm I'm super like I'm to myself most of the time for real. Like I'm a super chill dude. Like I sit at the crib, I just smoke weed. Like I don't really go out unless I'm going to the studio or shit like that. But like
ain't nothing wrong with that.
you know what I'm saying? Like other than
Nothing
that,
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with being posted up, staying low
I
key.
just stay low key, man.
Yeah, I mean, because you're, like you said, you've dealt with having fake people trying to gravitate towards you. So when you're used to that, you just want to, have your you time, really wind down, and really, be able to focus on your craft. And I want to know too, because we all, I've brought up a few times in past episodes. It's funny, because you see athletes want to be rappers sometimes, and sometimes rappers want to be athletes, and it's funny because I want to know, so was the music something that you already kind of had it in your head premeditated, like, oh, this is a way I can brand myself in a different way? Or was it, I want to, like, how did it start? Was it genuinely, like, I really love music, let me do this?
Like, how did I start getting into music and stuff like that?
Yeah, or was it like, let me do this because this will create a new image of who I am?
It was more so just like, me personally, I feel like I'm good at a lot of things. Like, nobody can tell me what I'm not good at. And if you tell me what I'm not good at, I'm going to go do the shit to prove you wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I did basketball, and I was doing that at the time because I knew I was good at it. So if that was going to make me money at that time, that's what I was going to do. Mm-hmm. And so when I was playing basketball, when I had dropped out of school, I moved back home with my dad, and I was going to photography school and learning how to do music videos and like play with like just all the graphics and stuff like that. So like that's what I was doing at the time to make money, and that's what I had planned on doing for the rest of my life until music come around, and then it kind of just popped out of nowhere. I met him. I was supposed to do a music video for his cousin, and it just kind of like. I went to go out with him at the studio, and I hopped in the booth, and it was just kind of like, it was just kind of natural because like, I just feel like I'm like nobody could tell me that I'm not good at something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like I want to be great at everything. I don't want to limit myself. I want to be great at making music. I want to be great at like making clothes. I want to be great at anything that it is that I put time in to do and like.
So are you gonna drop an album? Because was this like gonna lead up to an actual project, the single right here?
I don't know, man.
You should, man. You should, or like a EP or something.
Yeah, a little EP. I've been thinking about dropping like a little like 6-7 song EP.
Yeah, do that.
Like I haven't been like I just don't know how like I don't know how the music game works. Like I'm just so new to everything. Yeah. Like. So that's why I got Capo in my corner, like to teach me, like, yo, like this and that, like look out for this, like that's my coach. Like if I was doing basketball, like Capo my coach.
Yeah,
he tell me,
too.
You know, like, I love Capo, man. He's super genuine, man. So like Capo just keep my head on straight. He let me know like what to expect because like I'm just so brand new to everything. I've only been doing music for like a few months for real. Yeah. Like, my first single dropped in April.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to like soak up everything in.
For somebody to say first single, that's better than niggas has been rapping for years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Man, I'll be like, nigga, stop. Go get a job, nigga. Bag groceries.
Man, hit
something.
that 9 to 5.
Bag groceries.
Oh, yeah. Go park cars, nigga. Stop.
So can we be expecting a music video for Mood soon?
Yeah, the music video out right now. It actually dropped Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
You know I'll show y'all as soon as we're done with this and wrap up and everything, and I'll shoot y'all the link and everything.
Okay.
But the music video is out and it's up on my YouTube. Just type in ApeThaGoon. That's gonna be the first thing you see. That's the most recent thing. That's the hottest thing.
Tell the listeners where they can find you on social media. And on our way out, I'm gonna play Record Haters so you can hear that shit. So I want to see your reaction to this shit.
You can find me at ApeThaGoon, THA. A lot of people say THE, THA, ApeThaGoon. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, all that. That's my socials.
There you have it. So we're going to take a small break. This is Record Haters. This is his dad.
Blast
got the first
shit,
NBA rap
shit.
beat, you know, rap beef, you know what I'm saying? But here it go, Record Haters. E40, Rasheed Wallace, beef.
Yo, check it out. Today we're here with basketball star Rasheed Wallace.
Yo, what up, kid?
What team is that you play for again?
The Bullets,
right.
man.
So tell me, Rasheed, you know what I'm saying? This hip hop thing and everything going on. Tell me,